Hi everybody. I wanted to come on today with Sophie and I wanted to do Herlonda's tag, that's PoohBear 253, first impressions of reborns and the hobby. I thought this was a really good topic to talk about, a good tag, and I thought we could have a little chat to you today, didn't we, Sophie? Sophie's still in her little brown hair romper. Still looking cute, aren't you? She's quite enjoying this little romper with her little legs free, bless her heart. So we thought we'd come on and we thought we'd do this tag. And my first impressions of reborns. Well, this was back when my husband was working, which seems a long time ago now. And he was away from the house during the day, obviously. And I've always had a great interest in babies and children, and as you know, would have liked to have had a lot more myself. So I used to tape programs about babies and watch them during the day when I was in the house on my own, which of course I'm not now. There's always, you know, it's very rare that I'm in the house on my own, so I don't kind of get to watch those programs now. But I used to tape programs about babies, one born every minute. I used to love that. I used to watch that, you know, about babies being born and seeing them being born and how their mums were with her and the dads, you know, and everything. And I remember I was flicking through the channels to try and find something to record, and I found this channel, I think it was channel 4, that had a programme on called Reborn Babies. Well, I think I was rushing at the time to, you know, get something to watch the following day, and I just popped it on, not realising what it was about. So I was quite surprised the next day when I actually sat down to watch it and found out it was about these beautiful dolls. I had no idea they existed at all. So it was a total shock, and I was fascinated, absolutely fascinated. Of course, like all these programmes, I mean, there was a reborner on there showing them, and there was like a panel of people and they were talking to her. They were going towards the, you know, are the women that buy these, is there something wrong with them? Are they mad? You know, we've all heard it before, haven't we? Anyway, I was fascinated by it all, and I thought, well, I've never seen anything like this. That does look like a baby. I can't believe it. And I've always loved dolls. And I thought, well, it's something I need to look into. Anyway, the lady who was on there, I'm sorry I can't remember which reborn it was, but she said that she sold her babies on eBay. And I thought, well, I'll have a look. So I remember the next day going onto eBay and having a look, and I was totally amazed at all these different sculpts that you could get. Sleeping babies, awake babies like my Sophie. Oh, sorry, darling, did I spit on you? What's your mummy like? That's because I've just been eating a nut bar, and bits of nut will stick in your teeth, don't they? I'm sorry, Sophie. Let mummy have a little drink. I bought a drink up today because I've been getting a very dry throat. Just have a little drink of my tea. Oh, that's better. Right, so I had a look on eBay and was amazed at all the different babies, different sizes, sleeping, awake, very newborn, Sophie's size, toddlers. I was absolutely amazed. And then I started looking at the prices and I thought, that's not bad actually. I wonder if I could get one. So I was looking to see which ones I thought were really attractive, which ones appealed to me. And there was one on there, and funnily enough, it was a sleeper. The very first baby I had was a sleeper. And I really loved it. I thought it was really nice. I can't remember how much it was now, but anyway, I watched the auction and I managed to win it. And I remember when I told my husband I'd actually bought this doll, he wasn't too happy about it. I mean, they're not, you know, they're not that happy that I'm still collecting them, but, you know, it's my hobby, so we don't care, do we? So we just get on with it. So yeah, I got this baby and I was absolutely amazed when it arrived. I mean, it was in this long christening gown and it had a bonnet on, everything. I mean, it was nowhere near as good as these babies are now. As we all know, you know, they come on leaps and bounds, don't they? But yeah, I was really pleased with it. And I remember I had it laying on the sofa. And had quite a good friend. We were living in Yorkshire at the time. Had this good friend, a neighbour that used to come round, and when she came round, she was amazed by it as well. And she said to me, "I thought it was real. I thought it was a grandchild or something." I said, "No, it's not a grandchild. It's a baby." And she held it, and she thought it was very realistic. And to be honest, then it was just, I had a couple of outfits that had come with her, and I would change her into a different outfit, perhaps, you know, during the week, and give her a little hold and a cuddle and everything, and that was it. And that's how it's kind of continued for me. I've seen babies and I've liked them and I've bought them, and you know, I've had them on the bed in the spare room, and I've just been spending time with them when I could and dressing them, you know, buying a few outfits and changing them. And then one day my younger son said to me, because we like Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, he said, have a look on YouTube, there's some lovely videos of puppies playing. So I had a look on there, and of course I was looking at that, and then I thought, I wonder if there's anything on here about reborn babies. And of course that was when I found you all. And I was absolutely staggered by what you were all doing. All this role playing and taking your babies out and feeding them and everything. And I thought, my goodness, you know, I haven't even thought of doing anything like that. I haven't thought about doing anything but, you know, treating it as a loved baby, you know, that I like to dress and cuddle. And I hadn't thought about role playing with them at all. I didn't think it was strange or anything. I just hadn't even thought about it. So then I thought, well, I wonder if I could become part of this community and this hobby and join in doing all these things. Because it's something that I'd really like to do. I didn't think it was strange at all. It just hadn't really occurred to me that you could actually expand your hobby that far. And that's when I did my first video, and everybody, all of you, were so lovely and really seemed to like the babies that I had then. All right, darling? You all right? What do you think about Mummy saying? You think you love your mummy, don't you? She loves her mummy, yes. And I thought, well, you know, everybody seems to think I'm okay, because my husband and son, and, you know, I told you how I was treated by my next door neighbour here, all treat me as if I'm a little bit mad, to put it politely. And I thought this would be great, you know. So then I started doing my videos, and of course the rest is history. I mean, you all seem to love my videos and my babies, and I love watching yours. I mean, there are still aspects of the hobby that I find a little bit different. I wouldn't say strange, it's just different, because I don't think I'd ever have the courage to take my babies out. As much as I'd like to, I wouldn't have the courage to do it, and I know that that would be one thing my husband and my sons wouldn't support me in. I mean, it's all right if it's kept in the house and I do my videos with like-minded people, but anything other than that, and it would just be a step too far for them. And seeing as my life is kind of controlled, should I say, in that area, then that's not something I feel I could do ever. But I admire all of you that do it. I really do. I really admire you. I think you're amazing, ladies, and very brave, and I enjoy watching all the things that you do. So my first impressions of the reborns and the hobby were that I liked them, and that I liked the hobby, and that I really enjoy joining in with you on this hobby. And it's been like a new world to me. It's been like a door opening onto something wonderful that I really enjoy, and that I really love sharing with you all, and love seeing your videos and your babies. There's some really amazing babies out there, aren't there, Sophie? There are some gorgeous babies out there, and we love them, don't we? We do. And we enjoy sharing our love and everything with you all. So yeah, I never thought at any point that it was strange. I still don't think it's strange, and I don't understand why people don't see that it's just a natural extension of, you know, we're taught as little girls to have dolls, to look after them like babies, to prepare us for when we have our own children. And then when we have our own children, it's supposed to go then, I suppose, to be an extension onto your grandchildren, which a lot of you have grandchildren, I think. I'm not sure, but I haven't got any. So that kind of natural instinct to carry on the loving, nurturing side of us has been cut off. And that's where these babies step in. This is an extension of that, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. The same as you. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And I feel sad for people out there that can't see that it's a perfectly natural hobby for women to do. Why suddenly we have to stop like playing with dolls, but men can be children all their lives. They can play silly computer games. They can collect Star Wars things, go to conventions, ride motorbikes, buy sports cars and race about. Why it's okay for them and not for us is just one of those things, isn't it? You know, it's always been okay for men to do everything, but women have to kind of toe the line. So I think that's just a genetic thing. But yeah, thank you very much for that tag, Herlonda. I've really enjoyed doing that, and I hope you all do it too, because it is a very interesting subject, isn't it? And before we go, we want to just share one little bit of news with you all, and that is that we are reborn expecting, aren't we, Sophie? Yes, we are. And what are we expecting? Sophie's expecting her brother. She's going to get another brother. We're not quite sure how long it's going to be, whether it's going to be a couple of weeks or more. We're not sure, but Alexandra Taylor Hughes, who reborned this gorgeous little girl for me, is now making her brother. So watch this space on that one, but we're really excited about it, aren't we? Sophie is really excited to have a big brother coming. Yes. Is he going to be a big brother or a little brother? What do you think? Sophie's not going to tell you, are you? No, Sophie's not going to tell anybody. No. We're not going to say, are we? We're not going to say if it's going to be a little brother or a big brother. But she's getting a brother. So, watch this space, ladies. It's bye-bye from Sophie. Mwah. Big kiss, aunties, and a big kiss from me. Love you.